Okay. I saw this on my timeline like 3 hours after the original thread was posted, and I really want to learn more. I'm learning with you here, okay? I quote tweeted this and immediately after got blocked by the account. Dirty South Right Watch. Okay. Not only did they block me, they actually mass blocked everyone who follows me. Because my quote tweet, the thread is full of people being like, oh, I'm blocked too, you know? So like we're reporting on this, but they really do not want me and mine knowing about it. Tragically for them, that's not how this works. So here we go. Breaking thread. Content warning: death, cult abuse. At least one person is dead after a hostage situation at a party occupied by members of the Black Hammer Party, the current name being used by the Black Hammer cult. The Black Hammer, now you remember that? This was the group where they have the Mao tier reparations, where a white person can pay the group $50 a month in order to repay for their whiteness. Remember that? The Uhuru, that one. And you had the Gazi Kodso guy, and he was like pretty much ideologically a Nazi. Just, you know, black, sort of reverse Nazi. Is this the settlement thing? Yeah. Oh, remember? They were off in, it was like an Arizona chapter or something, right? And they got in trouble because they tried to, like, set up a commune on just, like, government land. And they got in trouble for it. What was it? Yeah, was that Colorado? Colorado, okay, Colorado. Yeah, here. These guys are funny. Well, I guess they killed someone, so that's not funny. But this part is funny. A black separatist group's utopian dream for land near Telluride withered after an armed standoff. Black Hammer Group had 100K and the real estate contract for 40 acres, and they planned a settlement free of cops, COVID, and white people. This 100K, that's a lot of Mao tier white people. Is Uhuru not a Proud Boys dog whistle? I think the Proud Boys literally got it from these guys. There are a lot of white people, I think they work with the Proud Boys. They like Black Hammer and Gazi Kodso because, like, Gazi Kodso is a black separatist, so he wants the black people to leave America. So, hey, they've got a lot in common. Black separatists historically have often gotten along with white supremacists for interesting reasons. Yes. Yeah, Uhuru brothers. Who's the whitest one here? This one, it's got to be this guy right here. You can tell from the hair. It's got it pulled to one side. As a white boy with that hair, I can identify at a distance. How much money do you think this guy shelled out? Can we watch some of the Channel 5 video for nostalgia's sake? This was the same... Yeah, this was the same group. This one was great, dude. They put out a statement denouncing this afterwards. You guys remember this? Remember this? Oh, God.
It is literally the future. It will drive innovation from the youth and from...
She's wearing an Africa is the future shirt. Holy shit, dude. It's like a fucking black porn intro.
Additional investment.
What are 3 of your favorite things about Africa?
Oh, okay. I was in West Africa, and they joke a lot with each other. And so, like, if I'm Tore and you're Koulibaly,
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, you eat beans. And you'd be like, oh, well, you're my slave, so... Yeah.
Cool. Can I get $5?
I don't have any cash, but I can Venmo you.
I only got Cash App.
Oh, I got Cash App.
Oh, okay, cool. Shout out Cash App. Cash App is the best service ever. Channel 5 Cash App gang.
Shout out to Cash App. The best way to send reparations.
If you were reincarnated, would you be white again?
I want to say no. I would love to be, like, part of the black community, like, for real. But I also know that that's kind of like signing myself up for issues in life. But, you know, I don't know, man. I, like, loved being in Africa. So, like, I would be very happy to be, like, a West African, like a Malian specifically. They're the best people. They're, like, so kind. And
okay, I just want to say, I know you might think, wow, this lady is really latently racist. And that's true. But consider something else, right? You have to weigh the positives, the negatives. This woman has sexually serviced more black men than, like, everyone watching this put together. Okay? And you know what? Honest to God, good for her. There is no fucking shot this chick who was not living the goddamn dream, giving reparations.
And cool and honest.
Yeah, I fuck with Molly. Oh, do you live in Oakland now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
How long have you lived out here?
2 years.
Cool. So going into the rally, I didn't know what to expect. I realized that most of these people weren't even from Oakland. A lot of these people was from like Virginia, Boston, Santa Cruz, San Diego. And the thing about Oakland is it's a majority black city, right? Was it Chocolate City, as some people would say?
Is that what they said?
I think that's what they used to call
Not
cities,
doubling
like
it,
chocolate
Kanye.
cities or some shit like that. It was a majority black population.
But Uhuru's platform for reparations does not address anything in the Bay Area. All the money collected.
Yeah, basically the whole thing here was that basically it was like a couple of black people doing a march and like a bunch of very self-hating white people all doing this Uhuru march to raise money for a fucking basketball field on the other side of the country. Like they're in this like a neighborhood with like a mostly black neighborhood. Oh, sorry, did I say basketball field? Basketball court. Sorry, I'm dumb. I'm white. Yeah, but like they're in this area with all these like racial socioeconomic issues, and they're like raising money, not saying where it's going, and it's going to the other side of the country.
At that march were supposedly going to the construction of a basketball court in St. Louis, Missouri.
Niggas love basketball. No, I'm playing though. But that's not really gonna uplift the community as much as like some type of educational institution, something that'll help people out like free lunch programs. The basketball court seems kind of redundant to me, especially if you're in Oakland.
Oakland has become one of the hottest rental markets in the Bay Area. Now people who've lived in the city for decades are getting pushed out.
Well, the reality of gentrification is hitting Oakland's LGBTQ community tonight. The building that serves as headquarters for Oakland Pride has been sold to a real estate firm.
Me and my daughter got regentified to North Richmond.
It's a real problem, and then all these Uhuru guys come marching through, and they're like, yeah, give us money, reparations, blah, and it's for a court in St. Louis.
Spacious law.
Gentrifying or
Housing and affordability.
According to the East Bay Equity Atlas, Oakland's black community has decreased by 25% in the past 10 years, and 91% of low-income homes of color are currently in areas that are actively gentrifying or about.
Channel 5 actually does really good work with journalism here. Oh, no, I actually think this video is phenomenal for the point that it's trying to make. I think that Andrew does a phenomenal job with this work. Yeah, 100%.
To gentrify. This is a result of big tech's takeover of the Bay Area, which has caused home prices to rise while wages for the working class have remained the same.
I mean, we should look and see how many basketball courts are in St. Louis. It just seems extremely racist to me. I don't know. A group of all white people go to historically one of the blackest cities in California, the home of the Black Panthers, and they want to collect money from other white people, but like not marching through white neighborhoods and build a basketball court so we can ball up. It's St. Louis, Missouri, yeah, like on the other side of the country. Somewhere where the people who donated the money will never be able to see shit that might come out of there. You know what I mean?
Phenomenal stuff. Ooh, I could see the I could see the segregation in the map of St. Louis for the basketball courts. Yeah, you kind of can. You can kind of see where the red lines were.
Uhuru, everybody! Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. I just want to welcome all of you today and thank all of you for coming out to the March for Reparations to African People. Uhuru, give her.
I just want to let you guys know, okay? I might what I'm doing. I'm trying to insulate you guys from ending up like this, because there are a lot of well-meaning lefties that are going to come out here for this stupid-ass cause run by these stupid-ass people, Nazi-ass Gazi Kodso Uhuru people, and I'm out here at the vanguard pointing out that this is extremely cringe.
Yourselves all a round of applause.
Yep.
I'm a descendant of settlers, and I believe in reparations in order to heal our nation. And we need to address racially based climate change.
I'm trying to save you from this, guys. There are a lot of lefties on BreadTube who, if a black person walked up to them and was like, hey, can you give me $5 and also call yourself the descendant of slaves and also cry to this camera and also like suck my dick or whatever, like they would like, I'm trying to keep you strong, okay?
In order to save our planet, in order to save this race, and we need to give reparations before we're going to be able to heal anything, including our planet.
Yeah.
What they didn't show is they pepper
hey,
sprayed her right before turning the camera on.
Your heart's in the right place. Damn. Uhuru.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
God damn, that's good. She's gotten her absolution. She's gotten her daily affirmation from a black man. Wow, we're rambling. We haven't even talked about like the story yet. Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, so like that happened, and then this other thing happened, Oh, if you guys are wondering, by the way, why I don't, like, just talk with literally fucking anyone for content or whatever, Gazi Kotso's manager emailed me asking if I wanted to talk and framed it as it would be entertaining for both our audiences. So I'm pretty, like, this is one of those things where, like, if you signal boost the wrong people, they're going to get attention from it, and they're literally going to use that money to build a cult. So this is one of the reasons you have to be careful, right? Like, it's like content, and then, like, I'm sitting here in, like, 2022 or whatever, like, with a little smile, as it's like, you know, money used from fundraising platform that was referenced during his convo with me towards cult facility. You know, like, you gotta be... But the content? Yeah, I know. It's difficult being responsible. Anyway. Was this the land they got? Parcel of land near property, the Black Hammer. This is the type of land they got? Jesus shit. You couldn't grow a crabgrass out here. Commune what? What? Alright. Jesus. You don't remember seeing this? I think I forgot it. Oh my god, there's the trees! Alright, well, good luck. Looks perfect for a basketball field. Yeah, they're just gonna build a fucking court out there. Oh god. Alright, well, anyway. Back to the cult. Local Atlanta news shared earlier today saying there's a hostage situation at a house in Layetteville, a suburb of Atlanta. A person called 911 and said they were being held hostage. Holy sh... Good, stop. Thank you. Police said a man is dead after someone called 911 and reported he'd been kidnapped by a group of people at a Fayette County home Tuesday. Bizarre scene in Fayetteville left people sheltering in place their homes, others unable to get home. Police blocked off the entrance, the Woodbine subdivision off of White Road, for nearly 6 hours Tuesday. Holy shit. Police said a man was later found dead inside the home from a gunshot wound. Police say the gunshot wound was self-inflicted. The story thickens. Tom Jones spoke with investigators at the scene, said they received a 911 call for someone who was whispering. Dispatchers called back and the caller said he'd been kidnapped by a group. Officers traced the call to a home on Selman Street. Police said they saw someone who appeared to be in distress in the garage. About 10 people came out of the house. Jones talked to a neighbor who said she saw police tackle a man outside the home and arrested him. Just before 2 p.m., investigators held a news conference where they said a SWAT team had entered the home and found a person dead with a gunshot wound to the head, and the incident was over. The lockdown's been lifted. They've not identified who died. The man they arrested was taken into custody for questioning because he was being uncooperative. What the f*** is going on here? What in... Yeah, ongoing story for sure. Around noon, the leader of the group, Gazi Kodso, real name Augustus Romain Augustus Romain Jr., as in Caesar Romain? Really? Okay. Posted a video from outside the house where several members were being held, not handcuffed. Someone was being belligerent and had a knife, and the group was trying to remove from the house. The group... Kodzo is prone to lying, and everything from their mouth should be taken with that in mind. Story is still developing. Yeah, let me see if there's anything new out on here. Hold on. Ha! I remember this. The group, which was first accepted in leftist spaces, caused their first outrage when they intentionally caused a media firestorm by beginning a campaign in early 2020 calling Anne Frank a Becky and a Karen. Now that's what I call a cool move. This is a long thread. Wow. According to sources, Kodzo's been arrested and taken into custody. The person killed was not the 16-year-old Kodzo claims to have adopted. Okay. And here is the Black Hammer Times, which is the bad boys. Rest in power, Minister of Defense AP, in a targeted attack by the Fayetteville Police Department, SWAT, and the FBI on the headquarters of the Atlanta chapter of the Black Hammer Party. Black Hammer's Minister of Defense AP was shot and killed. Wait, they're framing it as the cops killed them on entry? That is wild. Russian flag? Yeah, of course they're in support of Russia. So was this the guy who made the call? Was he the guy who was being held hostage? Killed by the colonial state? I feel bad for these people. Well, these guys are victims of cult grooming. right? Like, Gazi Kotso is literally like the archetype of the charismatic, crazy cult leader who attracts insecure young guys to his side by pretending to be visionaries of like a broader issue shared between them, or, you know, to fix it or whatever. Show the Joker video? I don't want to show the Joker video. They even offered a place to live because they were unhoused. Yeah. It said he picked this guy up when he was homeless. Yeah, okay. So this guy either shot himself or far more likely was shot in a conflict with one of the Black Hammer guys, and their response is to pretend that the police did the killing. Don't get me wrong, under most circumstances, if a black guy died, a black lefty, well, these guys are right-leaning, but if a black fake lefty died and the cops were there, I'd blame the cops. But this is one of those rare situations where the cops are actually the more trustworthy people in this environment. It would be difficult to find an institution less prone to telling the truth than the fucking Black Hammer dudes. So, you know, in this case, it's actually... Are they? Yeah, no, they absolutely are. Yeah, 100%. The police are paragons of truthfulness next to these people, so... Gazi Kotso in whiteface, rambling about Anne Frank. Do I even need to play the audio? I'm not playing the audio. He's in Joker rambling about Anne Frank and colonizer Jews. It's whole...
What I said.
You can tell by all their social media interaction that a lot of this is just like deliberate shit to bring attention to them, which is one of the reasons why I don't gawk, because that kind of serves their purpose. But yeah, apparently, so yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever happened, it's the most likely interpretation of events here is that they picked a homeless boy up off the street, groomed him, and then through their actions he died, and they blamed it on the police. That's a safe bet, right? Developing story, safe bet. What is it like? Groups like that in the Jews? What, you mean Nazis? Yeah, they make Jews kind of talk about them a lot, you know. Why is it that all fake lefties are in one way or another Nazi adjacent? Well, there's the whole tanky thing, but there is a particular problem with a lot of white lefties. Okay, I gotta hit him with the truth bomb, guys. White guilt is a real thing, and it's most prominent in you motherfuckers, and it can be exploited and taken advantage of by people who are not even remotely left-leaning, okay? Black people who are about as right-leaning as any fascist are very okay with manipulating guilty white people to fund and signal boost their organizations, usually because these black people hate white people and really don't mind taking money out of your pockets. It's a real thing. It's not hard to avoid. How should white guilt be dealt with internally and externally? Get over yourself. I really feel like you have to have some kind of brain damage to have some kind of white guilt. Why the fuck are you ascribing bad shit your ancestors did to you because of your race? What? I feel like this is like people... You know how back in the day when a king got angry, they wouldn't just like kill you, they'd kill your family or whatever? This would be like the people who are family members feeling guilty for the crime committed by their family ancestors. And like you have to talk them out of that. It's like so weird, you know? It's nothing, no relation, you know? If you're guilty about some shit you personally do, then just stop doing it, you know? But if it's some broader racial guilt, like get over yourself. What the f? A lot of insecure whiteys, honest to God, just want to be patted on the back by black people and be told they're one of the good ones. It's so disgusting. Yeah, it's really narcissistic. You get this feeling from a lot of these people, you know? A lot of them, they don't have the high self-esteem. They really, really just want to be one of the good ones because they see all these jokes on black Twitter about how white people are this and white people are that, and these jokes are funny and haha, you know. They don't want to be like that, though. Please tell me that I'm not like that. You are. You're a member of the am sandwich race. There's nothing you can do about it, okay? Sorry. It does come off as really self-centered too, okay? Like, imagine you're a black guy, okay? I know, you're so much cooler now. And a white person's talking with you. And they're like, yeah, white people are so shit, you know, like, I try not to be like them, you know, I try to be like one of the good ones or whatever. In your mind, what are you doing if not rolling your eyes? Like, is this not exhausting to deal with? Okay, yeah, you're one of the good ones. Yeah, like, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I have friends like that. It's so cringe when they talk to black people. Trying to be the white person who's one of the good whites to black people is no different than being one of those guys who will saddle up to women and be like, "Heh, guys are such manipulative jerks. I can't believe those jock assholes would treat women that way. I would never do that to you, though, my lady." Like, you're literally the same guy. You're the exact same fucking guy, okay? The only difference is that the latter guy, the one I just did the funny voice for, is trying to get mad pussy. And the former guy, that's you, is trying to get, like, what? Absolution? Permission to say the N-word? What do you want? What do you want? At least the nice guy is trying to get laid, albeit in a like, not a great way. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? What the Do you also trying to get pussy? Just blussy instead? Like, what? Why? Trying to get laid by black people, Amal? Well, I said blussy. We're all trying to get the N-word pass? Yeah. Rough out there for you people who haven't been saving up in this inflationary economy. Dude, there are black people in my audience telling me 24/7 I have the N-word pass. It doesn't matter, of course. The real people who come down on you for exercising your God-given economic right to use it, all right? The real people who come down on you, it's the whiteys. It's the white. You know why? You know what? You want to know the real reason why? It's because black people, they get tired of dealing with presumptuous whiteys. Because it affects their life negatively and they want to be done with it. But liberal white people never get tired of being the good white. Never. So, you being a God-honest American, using your lawfully acquired N-word passes, black people, they're just gonna, fucking what, asshole, okay, but white people, their eyes light up, all the veins in their neck bulge out, their eyeball, they charge at you, okay, they're ready. They're gonna spend the rest of their day making you their problem, and vice versa. It's a whole thing. As a general rule, especially on the left, whenever you're talking about race issues, the tone of the conversation is dictated largely by white people. Especially when you're not talking about white people, and especially when you're saying shit like, this discussion should center non-white voices. That's when it's all the white people. Ironically, sometimes black people actually do get to dominate race discussions in conservative circles because they're such aggressive grifters when it comes to their tokenization. So like a black Republican or whatever can be like, well, I'm black and I've never experienced racism, and also Democrats own slaves, and then like all the white Republicans will step aside and be like, he's got this. But every white liberal and white leftist is foaming at the mouth for an opportunity to prove that they are the least racist whitey. So it ends up being even more of a cluster. Oh, God. Candace Owens moment. Keep in mind, I'm only talking about how annoying you people are. In terms of actual utilitarian outcomes, inapplicable. Leftists all the way, all the time. I'd rather have a bunch of white lefties irritatingly screeching over each other about black issues than a single black conservative be allowed to dominate policy discourse, I would... literally anything is preferable to that. You'll have Senator Candace Owens passing the Make It Illegal to Do Interracial Marriage Act or some shit, and she'll explain how actually the racist Democrats want non-whites to have babies with whites. Some shit, Some shit. Hold on, I'm looking at YouTube chat. Yeah, shut up, blacks and tankies. Vaush, the superior one, is talking about how markets will solve everything. True. My proselytizers, my acolytes, screeching my word from the high heavens. You guys heard my tale on how worker co-ops will end racism?